So guys, welcome to the channel, Sonny here. And what if I told you that you probably have hundreds, if not thousands of Cron stones on your account and you don't even know about it? Let's take a look. So the item we're going to explore today and tell you guys how you turn into either a costume you can use or Cron stones is this one here. The intricately patterned mystical shard. You get it randomly when you're grinding all over the world, life skilling, whatnot. You can get it from fishing. So you probably have a bunch of these laying around and you don't really know what to do with them. Well, what you do is you can turn them into costumes. And it's very, very easy. And today I'm going to show you how you do it and how you get really good value. So the TLDR is these are worth 8.1 Cron stone each. And the way you do it is you make them. You should make them here in Heidel, and I will explain a bit later why. It's because of a special worker, but I'll cover that and how you get him later in the video. So for me right here on the Heidel pass, you are looking at the Heidel 3.4. You can get Old Moon costume. There's others, but for me this was the cheapest one to get. And you have these options here in terms of making the costumes. And we did the math. It's very straightforward. The only limiting factor with making these is the weapon. The weapon is the only thing that's going to be limiting you in making this item here. And we'll cover the design in a bit. And the best one that gives you the most Cron stones per costume is the main hand weapon box. It requires 20 patterns and it is the one that'll give you the most. You gotta get 8.1 on average per pattern using this recipe right here. The rest of the items, the iron ingot, the star diamond, they're very self-explanatory. You can buy them or you can try and make them yourself. The star diamonds are readily available on the marketplace. If not, I'll link in the description how you make them. So to get the designs, the first thing you have to do is have one of these patterns in your inventory and talk to Ruben here in Karlstein. You don't know where Ruben is, he's just north of the storage keeper. You talk to Ruben with this and it's gonna give you a quest called A Hero in Karlstein. And there should be a follow-up to it as well. You want to complete that quest line. I've obviously done it already, but it's very easy and very straightforward. Talk to him and do that quest line. Now, once that is done, it's going to open up for a daily quest. So here, you talk to Clara, the bookseller. Clara is right here next to the general good keeper, again in Karlstein. So you can leave an alt here, that's what I do. You have an alt and every day you can talk to her and you can do a quest to become Karlstein. You pick it up from here and then you can go and complete the quest on another character and turn it in here. Now the quest is very straightforward. So the quest sends you over here, south of Karlstein to the Mani Lab area to kill chimeras. You need to just kill a bunch, you need 3 drops. Sometimes you just need to kill 3 mobs, otherwise you need to kill like 15, but just go there, you one-shot them anyway. You complete the quest and you get the design, and now you can keep making those costumes for Cron stones. Now guys, there is one more massively important trick about this that you really want to use, and it's getting a special worker. When you're making these costumes, the limiting factor, the only thing really stopping you from making more is these patterns. That's the hard bottleneck. Everything, as you saw, is very, very easy and fast to do. So you want to increase your chances as much as possible to get some of these back when you're crafting. And there is 2 ways of doing that. One of them you guys probably know. It's called Thrifty on your workers. A lot of workers will have abilities that has a chance of recovering them. As you can see here, Thrifty A and Thrifty C is what I have on my worker. But there's also this special worker called Dioche, who has a special passive. You can get some named unique workers talking to NPCs around the world, and this is one of them. He has the unexpected luck A by default. He starts with this ability. And this is a super unique ability that gives you a low chance of returning 100% of one crafting material. So that would mean if you are crafting these items here and you proc this ability, it then has a chance of giving you all the patterns back for a full craft and basically giving you free Cron stones. So it's a super low chance. I have never had it proc myself on the patterns, but it is there. And if you're gonna do this, you might as well increase your chances of getting the most out of it. As you're not going to be rolling around in these patterns, you'll be building them up over time and then once in a while making them. So my recommendation is definitely get this guy. And I would also suggest to level him up first and start rolling for Thrifty A, B, and C. Currently, I only have A and C myself. You can put him on a different node, leveling him up. I'm still rolling for my Thrifty B, but all of these can proc and give you some of these patterns back to allow you to craft more of the costumes for Cronstones. So how do you get this guy? Well, I'm glad you asked, because you get him right here. South of Heidel, there is this farm here. I believe it's called Cocoa Farm, but the NPC is right here. So you go to the NPC, and you have to get 500 Amity with him, and then you can buy him from the vendor, a worker node, and then you just right click and boom, you have the worker. Now, how do you get the Amity? Well, there is two ways of doing it. You can go up and you can greet F5. It's gonna cost you some energy, and it gives you some Amity. It's basically 1 energy per Amity, and you can stand here and you can spam this all day. It's slow, it's bad energy for Amity, but it is at least the most easy way of doing it. Alternatively, you do the conversation game, read down here what it says. Sometimes you have to fail the conversation, and then you just keep doing it until you accumulate. Now, quick tip, put stuff on that gives you Amity. Me personally, I use the 10 buff, 10% Amity. I have this lovely dress here, gives me 15% Amity, and then also any costume will give you an equip effect of plus 10% Amity. There's a bunch of other stuff as well that you can do, but yeah, get as much as you can. There's potions and all that. So guys, I hope you found this helpful. Don't sleep on these patterns. Personally, I built them up a lot over time, and then whenever I need to use them, I'll start making the costumes. As you can see, it's very easy, and it will take some time to make them, but again, it's going to take you way longer to gather them, so just get going whenever you feel like it, and hopefully you found a couple thousand Cronstones laying around in your inventory. I'll see you in the next one. That's all the star diamonds still out on the market. I bought, like, there was